Hi there everyone, welcome back to another video of Late Customs. Today's gonna be just another, well, day in the life I kinda guess, because we have a few stuff where we need to get sorted today. And one of the stuff is, we have Gary's car here, and Gary bought my noise police branch, and he bought my SOR lip that I initially bought for my B18 build. If you guys did not check out my previous video, definitely do so, because we will not be going with a build series on this car anymore. We're just gonna take this car back to its stock form and we will be selling it. So if any of you guys would be interested in the car, hit me up at Late Customs on Instagram, and the car should be done in the next week and a half, because hopefully later in today's video I can go pick up my gearbox, my engine, and hopefully my stock suspension for this car, and we can move forward to getting this car built in the future. But for now, the main focus will be to get the branch on Gary's car, which is right here. Gary was here last night and he really flat and polished the branch, not polished, sorry, just flat the branch, and he already cleaned up the branch. So all I need to do, I just need to spray it, and I will be showing you guys the can of spray I will be using on it, because that is yo, apologies for the messages. I don't know why I always tend to make a vlog then my phone will be going off, but I will be showing you guys the can of spray I will be using to spray the branch, because this is the exact can of spray I used back in the day when I sprayed the noise police branch I had on my Vtec. Let's get to spraying this branch, and then I can give you guys a nice before and how Gary's car sounds without the branch. Once the branch is fitted, we get it welded up, then I can give you guys an after and how his car sound as well. Right here I do have the spray on can. This is a flame proof coating. This is exactly the can of spray I used on my B16's branch back in the day. I think it was like a year and a half ago. And you can see this branch is properly cleaned up. All it needs now is a few coats of this. I might use the heat can to speed up the process, and while the branch is drying with a flame proof coating on, I can just give you guys a couple of revs, let this car cool down once again, and get the manifold off, which should be very easy. 3 bolts on the manifold cover. I think there are in total 9 bolts, or well, roughly 9 bolts, nuts and stuff on the manifold. 2 nuts, 2 bolts at the knuckle at the bottom, and there might be some other places where it's still tightened, which here's a bracket right here in front. I think it's also 12, you can use a 12mm spanner, shock it, loosen it here, and there are 2 nuts at the bottom, or bracket at the bottom of the engine as well, to loosen that as well. And once you get that removed, manifold comes off. We're gonna have some difficulty fitting the branch due to the tight space we have here with the aircon condenser here, but we've managed to do it in the past, and I'm sure I'll be able to, and I'm sure I will be able to do it today as well. The only problem is a man alone, everything going on. While the branch is here busy drying, Luna, just stay away from that branch please, because otherwise you're going to be black, bro. Came out nice. It's definitely still needs to dry. It's going to come out more or less like this, like a matte black, but it turns very dull once it gets hot. One thing I liked about my manifold is that this section of my branch, no, not manifold but branch headers, stayed like a nice shiny color, and from the runners down it just became a nice matte satin color, which looked amazing. And I really hope to get the exact same results with this manifold. If I ever do get a manifold in my car, I will go the exact same route, because to be honest, I would have done this exact same setup with this branch on my B18 right here. But unfortunately, like you guys know, ons gaan nie meer bou nie. But like I said, trust the process. I don't think any of you guys are going to be upset with what's coming up. Like I said, it's kind of part of life and everything like that. But at the end of the day, as long as you just see results, that's the most important thing. But I'm going to start up garage. I'm not going to really let this car warm up. I'm just going to give a few baby revs because I recently came back with the car. So the car is still semi-hot. Start the car, give a couple of baby revs, and you will note that once the manifold or the branch is fitted, that there's going to be much more depth coming from the exhaust sound. And that's exactly what these branches do. And they allow your car to breathe much better. If you would like to get yourself one of these headers or branches, or a branch for your car, doesn't matter if it's just for a Honda, these branches are one of the best branches in Cape Town for these B series Hondas. And you can go to Noise Boys to get yourself a branch like this. I'm not entirely sure how much they go for nowadays. I think it could be between 3,000 and 4,000 nowadays, because everything is going up in prices. But go to your nearest Noise Boys and just say you saw this video on Let Customs, or you saw this branch on Let Customs. Show some appreciation out there. Alright, less talking, more doing. I'm gonna get this car on jack stands, get everything loosened up, and we can start the whole process of getting some more kilowatts of horsepower. Just an update for everyone. This is how the branch came out. It's looking amazing. I love the finish on the branch. Unfortunately, Gary didn't do too good of sanding work here. You can still see a little bit of the old paint underneath, but I think once this branch heats up, it's going to look phenomenal. Here we have the old manifold, so you can really see the comparison between the original manifold right there and the Noise Boys branch or headers right here. I had to cut off the knuckle from the exhaust I got with this manifold that I initially bought for that car. It's laying right there, and here's the original knuckle for this manifold right here, which I'm just gonna attach these two once again and know that they are secured right where they are now. Yeah, we're gonna move forward to the assembling process. Going to be a bit tight getting the branch in here. I might scratch it up a little, but I'm gonna try my best not to scratch it up at all. And I really cut off, like I said, the knuckle at the bottom of this car in order to make some space for this, because that right there is a 43mm knuckle, and this one right here I think is a 57 or a 50mm right here. It's gonna be looking good once this here is on. Rafa's chilling there. The mechanic is taking a tip. So now I'm all alone once again. I'm gonna get it fitted. I already got the gasket cleaned right here. You can see got it cleaned as it's hanged up here. You don't want to get any grease on there. I cleaned up the surface by the head as well right there. Just use some sanding paper and some brake cleaner to finish it off, and it did exactly the same right here. Just to get all that old sealant off, I used a nice blade which is laying somewhere here. Here's the blade I used, which is old of a blade, but I'll get you guys in a time lapse and we can get to installing the sealers. Rafa, how do you feel, my bro? Sal ik moeg op? Sal ik moeg? Zie je het allemaal hoor? As you guys can see at the bottom of the car, I thought this was a 57mm, but it seems like it could be either a 5750mm, or this is probably either 63mm or 57mm. Not entirely sure, but got everything sorted here. I did scratch up the branch a bit, but I got the measurements perfect. That's a very good thing. So now we can probably just go down to the exhaust place and they can just weld us up this section here, and then we are sorted. Yeah, I'm just gonna pack away all the tools. Me and Rafa, I don't know where's Rafa now. Rafa just left. Me and Rafa were chilling here in the car. Exhaust is looking amazing. Now we can continue to getting this bad boy finished up. I got the branch fitted. It's looking amazing. I scratched up some of the runners, but that's still perfectly fine. We are gonna start up the car, and I'm sure you guys seen in the clip just before this that I got the measurements perfect from the knuckle to the rest of the exhaust. I'm very happy with that. It's literally about like between, I would say, 1 mil and 3 mil just into the knuckle, so that's very good. And I don't think it's gonna be that loud from the knuckle at the current time, because it's like very it's very weird to explain, but it's very firm. The pipes are very firm into each other at the bottom. And I'm gonna start up the car. I need to get the bucket out because you guys will see some FN2 content coming soon, because I have a friend of mine's FN2 that's here. We need to do a few stuff to it, so if you guys would like to see what coilovers, double turn fitted in this car right here, do consider subscribing and drop a like on this video, because that will be the next video you guys will be seeing. Back to this car. We need to get this car out of here. The bucket I need to park there. The FN2, unfortunately the starters are also done, so I need to install the starter in that car too. That car must go straight into the corner, because if that car dies somewhere, fucked. So I need to get that car in that corner right there. On that bombshell, let us get a first start on this car right here. I don't think it's going to be that loud, but it is quite sealed up. It is still loud though. But there's still some compression coming through the exhaust, so that's a good thing. Yeah, I'm going to pull the car out real quick, get all the other cars. Car's super loud. So I'm just gonna drive very rustig. I think that opened up now also. I'm sure everyone is a bit confused with the outro of this video, but all I can say is, well, you guys know that I'm kinda in the stripping process of my car. Not to the extent where I'm selling badges and stuff like that, but I'm literally everything I kinda did to the car to make it like a B series or a middle spec, new spec, semi-new spec, old spec kinda 180i. Unfortunately, I sold the seats, the cluster, the steering wheel, my coilovers. I sold most of the components on the car. The updated as well, be listed in the description down below. But almost all the parts are sold. And by the out of this video, I sold my interior panels, which is my seats, my door panels, my armrest cover, and my steering wheel I sold to Ashwin because he always wanted a leather interior, and I had it, so we just did a swap with obviously a cash difference. But at this current time, the videos to follow will be of us restoring the B18 to its original form due to specific reasons, which will be revealed in later videos. So don't be upset. Comment down below what any of you guys think is going down. Like I said, it's part of life, I guess, and I just want all of you guys just to trust the process. Please drop a like for the support, and comment down below if you believe that you trust the process. Comment down below, trust the process. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.